We're going to be joined by Soccerdonna very soon, who I think is the most on it in terms of transfers.
It's weird because when you see it, it pops up on Instagram and you see a wee thing, it's normally true, especially with the speculation about players. So
there's no smoke without fire.
Well, the only thing is I'd seen I was going to Spurs, but apparently I'm not because it wasn't on Soccerdonna, so that's that.
Maybe we should get stuck right into it then coming up. We'll look ahead to the rest of the season and, of course, look ahead to what's happening this January transfer window. Let's speak now with Laura Kohlhaas from Soccerdonna. Laura, how are you, my cat friend? She loves cats.
Oh, really?
I'm good.
I hope you're not trying to identify as a cat, though.
No.
That's good.
Imagine Laura was sitting there with our leash round our neck, our wee cat collar on, drinking our milk from our bowl.
You can't catch me. You're trying to be a cat. No. But I have to, and they're Roman, but I hope they're going to be chill today.
That's
so
fine.
We'll see how that goes.
Your cats can make an appearance there. That is good. It's good quality.
Anytime, and they probably will.
Yeah. Laura, I always feel that Soccerdonna is my place to go for the information. You are the person behind the Soccerdonna Instagram and the rumours and the movers and shakers. How's January looking so far?
Busy. Okay. Very busy. So, Ruesha, I don't know what to tell you, but I don't think you're coming to Spurs.
I don't think I am. I don't think I am. I might put in a bid for them.
Don't think you are.
Pay them, see if they'll let me go and train. I was thinking about turning up to the training ground the other day, but I just didn't bother in the end. So I was waiting on you. I was waiting on you to let me know, but you didn't. So that was that.
Where did it come from,
But then again,
Laura?
it's Spurs.
Where did the rumour come from?
I have no idea.
It was just
with the
Twitter,
WSL, the funny thing is, it's a Twitter thing. So a lot of fans just spread rumors, and there's actually no real source behind it. So they just spread it, and I don't know, for whatever reason, if you're interested in that, it goes around. So
interesting.
Ruesha?
I mean,
make of this what you want.
This is hilarious because you're actually speaking to Ruesha right now, but did you actually make some calls to find out if it was true? Could have just texted me, Laura.
That's a shame. I know, guys, I could tell you.
No, I would not text you. I have, no. I went a bit deeper than that.
Oh, she went
I wanted
deeper?
to see how, I went deeper. I actually tried to find out if that's true, but nobody ever heard of anything like this. So.
Were Spurs like, no thanks, hopefully not?
Who? No,
Ruesha?
no, not like this, but they just said there's been no indication of her coming to Spurs. So that's all
Well,
I
ask them
heard.
if they're looking for a spare pair of hands, somebody to carry the water out to training. I'm there.
Yeah, I think that'd be nice once you retire one day.
Maybe. Okay. Very possible. Talk to us then about what's going on with some of the big WSL clubs so far, Laura. What have you heard? Because I'm always getting the rumours about Arsenal, as is everyone else, but are they doing any business this window, considering their permanent manager has not been announced yet?
So I think it was in early November when the first rumour started about Nick Cushing, I think his name is, to come in as a head coach. Then he denied that, saying he will stay at New York City FC. But then later that month, in November, he has resigned, or he was let go. I'm not sure of that. So I believe his move is still possible. Oh, hey, Kat.
Hey.
His move is still possible. So I would not really put an end to that yet. However, Renee Slagers is doing a very good job with the team. But I have not heard anything about her actually wanting the head coach position. She's never talked about this before. So I think those are the two main opportunities or two main possibilities for Arsenal in this window. Maybe, I'm not sure if this window or in the summer, but we will see about this.
It sounds like Rennie might be getting it now till the end of the season. Something like that could possibly happen.
Maybe, yeah.
She's done a great job. I mean,
maybe
top in the Champions League group. That draw will happen in February. But I'm not sure if it's the right thing for Arsenal to do, but I will say she's done a good job. She's got a nice coaching staff in there, and the vibes are at least good. In terms of players, have we heard anything about any players this window for Arsenal?
Yes, we have. There have been rumors about a player from the NWSL, so the USA side, I cannot give you a name because that has not been 100% confirmed yet, but there will be a player coming, and it most likely is a forward for the Arsenal.
Yes.
Interesting.
What would that mean, Ru? I mean,
that would mean a forward could potentially be going into Arsenal if you've not picked up on that, Jess.
But does that mean that what's Beth Mead's contract situation? Because I thought Beth had another year to go at Arsenal, but then there's also conflicting rumours online that our contract's up at the end of this season. What's this?
You know, Arsenal are very tough with disclosing contract information. So I would assume this year also, but it could also be this year plus option for an additional year. So that would mean her contract is due this year, but she could extend for another year.
Right.
But I am not 100% sure about this because, Arsenal and contract information are not best friends.
Interesting.
Not like Arsenal, to be tight, honestly.
Ruesha loves the Arsenal. Honestly, she's sitting there.
I've heard. Yeah.
Big fan. I don't know. I mean, part of me looks at that forward line at the minute. Russo's found her form.
Yep.
Let's hope she can get back to that. You know, in January, her confidence was sky high going into Christmas. Looking on the right-hand side or the left, you never know. It feels like those players have had time at the club. Maybe they'll be looking for a new chapter. It's always the one with Arsenal. They do good business, they bring in good players, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work, right? They have to get it right this time.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't also, the position of any forward position, either on the wing or center forward, I do not think that should be Arsenal's main priority to sign. But what do I know? I don't even know why they pursue this. I look in different positions, especially when it's for Arsenal. I think they should be working more on a defense or maybe bring in a playmaker who can, deliver passes to the front a bit better, or maybe even selling some players as well. That could be a better option than just signing another forward. Because I think Russo is a good option. Ever since Slagers has taken over, she has been in really, really good form. And I don't think they need a different either centre forward or winger right now.
Yeah, I think Russo's found her form. She feels valued again. She's chipping in with the goals now. But she can play a couple of roles for that Arsenal team. She can play as the 9 or she can play in the 10. Are we looking towards summer for Arsenal to bring in another midfielder? Is that where the Kira Walsh rumours start again?
Let's talk about Kira Walsh.
Go on, what do you know?
It's been going on for years, man.
Oh yeah, that one has been getting on my nerves. So last summer, like the day before deadline day, it was announced that Arsenal has made a bid to Barcelona for Kira Walsh, which they have declined. She is still under contract until the summer. So if the club or any club in the WSL, because I've heard she wants to come back to England, if they want to sign her, they need to pay a really, really large fee. That's out of the question. So it needs to be a club that is able and ready to pay a fee like this. But in my opinion, it's more likely that she will go on a free in the summer.
Right, okay. Yeah. Which is classic. Don't want to be insulting, Laura, but I feel it's just classic women's football at the minute to lose valuable players on a free, which could strengthen a Champions League rival or strengthen a league rival. We've seen it all too often, and it does concern me with the Beth Mead contract situation. If her time does come to an end at the end of this season, again, not completely set in stone when that contract does expire, if she were to leave and stay in the WSL, what have you done? What have you done, Arsenal? They have to be better with the transfer policy.
Yeah.
Bad business, straight up.
Arsenal, and it's not only Arsenal. Like, look, if you look at the Russo transfer as well, it's been the same thing. They've been talking and talking and talking. Man United failed to give her a new contract, and then she just left on a free. So it's basically the same thing. But women's football, as you said. Yeah. Can I give you just in Guro Wrighton has extended her contract at Chelsea? I just got that notification.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic.
Speaking of Chelsea, I think Bright, Cuthbert and Buchanan will also extend their contracts.
Okay.
Because I think they're all very happy at the club. Mm-hmm. But I think the hardest position at Chelsea to compete in is the goalkeeper position, because you have Hannah Hampton, and it's very hard to compete with her. So Zecira Musovic, I think that's how she's pronounced, she will not extend her contract.
Oh,
yeah, I think a player like Musovic, obviously representing Sweden, Euros coming ahead, she'll be looking to be playing. I don't know, would that happen in January, do you think? Would she be looking to get out in January, or will Chelsea allow a player like that to leave? But I think she's obviously a senior player, a good player. She'll be very frustrated at not getting enough football. But Hannah Hampton's in form right now, so it's tough being a goalkeeper. But you've big players like that, they won't want to sit on the bench.
Yeah, it's with most players. Like, we've also had Catherine Kuhl of Arsenal.
Yeah.
When you play for your national team, you need to get club minutes, and neither of the two are getting those right now. Also, Chloe Kelly, but we will dive in on that later. So if you want to keep playing for your national team, you need to get club minutes, and she is not getting those, Musovic. So I see her not extending, but I also think Eve Perisset will not extend. I don't see that happen.
Oh, interesting.
But I do not think it will happen in the January window. It could also be in the summer, because they will both be out of contract.
This one on then, Katarina Kuhl from Arsenal. Is it true that Everton are looking to get her this window, and therefore would be paying quite a large fee for her? It would be big money for Everton, yeah?
Yeah, so I've heard about £100,000 fee. However, I've also heard they are willing to get her on loan again for the remainder of the season. So I'm not quite sure if she will be transferring to Everton as of in the winter, or if she will be loaned out. We will have to see about this. But yeah, that is very, very possible. I think she's been very happy at Everton when she was on loan before, and she got solid minutes there. So yeah, that's definitely, I'd really say that's going to happen.
Right, good wee player.
Yeah, and what about Hayley Ladd? Hayley Ladd, obviously looking towards the summer and maybe limited minutes at United, and a quality player, so she'll be looking to defo go. But she's obviously been linked with a few clubs. Do you know any more on that situation?
Yeah, Ruesha, sorry about that with the Euros, by the way.
Thank you.
She's just stopped crying now, Laura. You brought it all back up.
Come on, I heard she's good for a bender, so I thought I'd let one side. Okay, anyways, Hayley Ladd. I think same with Musovic and Kuhl. If she wants to continue be in content for the national team, she needs minutes. And right now at United, she's not getting a lot. So there have been multiple WSL clubs asking about her, and more specifically, it was, I think, Tottenham, Liverpool, and Crystal Palace. My best guess would be Liverpool, but we will see. Could be any, but I think a move is very likely.
Yeah.
Maybe this window even.
Ooh. Yeah, I think a player like her, she would be looking to get away and play more minutes. Obviously, Wales, it doesn't come around often qualifying for major tournaments, so she'd like to be in the best possible shape to go and be in good form for her country. And she's a good player, and she deserves to be playing football more regular. I know there's a lot of competition at United, but I think when tournaments like this come around, you've got to be selfish, and I think she should probably be looking to push the move through. So yeah, that'll be interesting to keep an eye on that one.
Absolutely. Can we ask Laura about Aston Villa, Ruesha's former club? Because there's a number of players out of contract there in the summer, but also Kenza Daly. I mean, obviously wasn't favoured with the manager, DePau, who's now departed the club. Does that change things for her? Will she be looking to go elsewhere?
You know, for Aston Villa, they did so well, I think, in the last transfer window, which was in the summer. They got so much fresh talent in, and unfortunately, I think the manager didn't really know how to use this to benefit the team. So I think for players like Kenza Daly, if the situation at Aston Villa doesn't change, and if they keep dropping points rather than losing them, I feel like she could move. But that goes for like the majority of players out of contract. And we're talking like big names like Rachel Daly, we are talking Jordan Nobbs, they're all out of contract. And I don't think they're ready to retire yet.
Mm-hmm.
So if they want to extend, I think Aston Villa need to step one up, definitely.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting one. I've no idea who's coming in or who it looks like will be coming in to take charge of Villa. But I think players like Rachel Daly, Jordan Nobbs, I don't know if Lucy Staniforth's out of contract, they'll be looking to probably stay. They're in a WSL team. They play a lot of minutes, and I think they'll be looking to push on. As for Kenza Daly, I don't know what it means, but sometimes when a manager leaves, obviously Kenza wasn't playing a lot under DePau, and she's a quality player, but I think when you've got a player like Kenza in the team, she's a playmaker, so you've got to let her play and have players around her that are going to let her do that. So it depends what manager is going to come in. But Kenza goes away and plays with the French national team consistently. She's a very good player, so the fact that she wasn't being allowed to do that at Villa, it just shows that maybe there was a clash with the manager, and there was something that the manager just, if your face doesn't fit, your face doesn't fit, and that's football, unfortunately. That's the politics of football. So it'll be interesting to see who comes in and then what happens with Villa. But I think a lot of the players will stay, but I'm interested to see what will happen with Kenza. She might go, look, it's time for a fresh start. She's been there for a few seasons now, but you never know. Sometimes a manager can come in, make you feel valued, and everything can change instantly. So it'll be interesting to see.
Just on the subject then of Villa, like people who have changed under certain managers, Russo, for example, with Rennie Slagers, but Jonas Edeval, I've heard that he's closely linked with getting a job out of the US, but is there a chance that he could get the Villa job? Is there anything like that swirling?
There has been no indication. Like, I'm not saying that's not going to happen, but it's more likely he will sign with San Diego Wave in the NWSL, because that's what I've heard about. And there have been no indication that he will go to Villa.
Okay.
I don't think the Villa play style is what fits him as a manager as well. Okay. And I don't think his play style can fit a team like Aston Villa. So
I agree with that. I actually think it'd be interesting to see how Jonas would do in America. I think it's more of a transitional game. It's very athletic, and I think with the Scandinavian way that Jonas Edeval is, I think that could be better suited to him.
Right.
And could he get more out of a team over in the US? So be interesting to see.
Okay. Finally, before we let you on, Laura, what's the story with Chloe Kelly? Is it this window? Capitalise on her. They cannot let her go for nothing.
Gosh. So Manchester City is a whole institution we could be talking about, but because technically they are fine. They have been unfortunately had to deal with a lot of injuries in the likes of Lauren Hemp, Bunny Shaw, Alex Greenwood. And I think especially Hemp and Shaw, when they're back, they're fine. So because I was thinking about who do they need to sign in the window, and actually they don't really need anybody, because they can sign a forward, but as soon as Hemp and Shaw are fit again, that forward would be benched. Mm-hmm. In regards to Chloe Kelly, her move is absolutely possible. The question now is only this window or in the summer. I've heard that she wanted to stay at City, but they have failed to offer her a contract. Same as with Russo, same as with Kira Walsh. And she needs to play more minutes to be a sustainable member of the England national team squad. That's just how it is. Because look at Lotte Women-Moy. She was injured, didn't play, and wasn't called up. That's how it goes. And so I think a loan move for an established senior player is not possible. I don't think that really works. I see her going in the summer. I do believe she will stay in the WSL, although rumors have indicated she will move to PSG. That was last summer. So I'm not really sure she would leave England at the moment, to be fair. But yeah, she will most likely go.
Well, okay. So it could be an interesting January transfer window. It sounds like a lot of deals will happen in the summer. But Laura, as soon as anything happens, we'll hit you up and you let us know. And
I'll let you know.
We'll catch up with you again very soon. Soccerdonna on social media. If you haven't already followed Laura, you can go and do that now. As ever, Laura from Soccerdonna, have a great day. Thank you very, very much. I want to see a big juicy transfer in January.
Patience. I mean, it's what are we on?
I've got no patience.
It's the 7th of January. Currently, the 7th of January. So there's a long window ahead. But again, in women's football, there's not always a lot of action or major action. Yes, a lot of loan moves will be done, but we don't tend to see a lot of people being bought out of contracts and moving on, especially for the buying team. Why would they pay money when you're probably linked with that team? Like you look at Katrina Kuhl. You know, why would Everton pay her? Why would they pay Arsenal money right now when they know that the likelihood is that they will get her in summer? Loans have already been made between them. She enjoys her time there. So, yes, it's a gamble. Yes, it's a risk. But that's the way the women's game is right now. And money isn't as accessible as it is in the men's game. So, patience.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.